remains. Imitation fades, but root remains. They hold us firm through joy and pain. They hold us firm through joy and pain. A rising India needs its core. A rising India needs its core. Without our values, we fall once more. Without our values, we fall once more. Honorable judges, respected opponents, and my dear audience, today I stand before you not just with an argument, but with a heartbeat. The heartbeat of 5,000 years of civilization. The heartbeat of a nation that rose, survived, rebuilt, and shone again. Powered not by wealth, not by technology, not by armies, but by values, Indian values. Let's be factual. India had planned cities in Harappa long before the world knew what civilization meant. Drainage system better than medieval Europe. Universities like Takshila and Nalanda, and an economy that was 1/3 of the world's GDP. To everyone listening, just think for a moment, what was our fuel? What was our fuel? Not steel, not machines, not concrete. Our fuel was Satyam, Dharma, Ahimsa, Shram, Seva, Vasudev Kutumbakam. These values created a society where discipline was natural, learning was sacred, and coexistence was a duty. Let me tell you a small emotional truth. A nation does not develop because of buildings. A nation develops because of behavior, and behavior comes from values. Indian values teaches dharma, duty before desire, karma, action before excuses, satyam, honesty before reward, seva, service before ego, shraddha, discipline before comfort. Now, imagine an India where every official follows Raj Dharma, every business follows Vyapar Dharma, every student follows Vidya Dharma, and every citizen follows Kartavya Dharma. Unemployment drops, corruption collapses, development accelerates. Do you think India is just a country? No, India is a universe within a country. Multiple religions, hundreds of languages, thousands of culture. But one line, Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadanti. Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadanti. Truth is one, but people express it differently. These values created a civilization where these differences were not threats, they were celebrated. And unity is not philosophy, unity is economic power. No investor invests in a fragmented country. No global power respects a divided nation. No society achieves progress without social harmony. But India's cultural value are the binding force, the invisible glue that keep 1.4 billion hearts beating together. Do you know, today the world is talking about sustainability, meditation, zero waste lifestyle, plant-based diet. But India lived this 5,000 years ago. When the world was cutting forests, India was praying to trees. When the world was killing animals, India worshipped cows. When the world was fighting nature, India wrote Prakriti Rakshita Rakshiti. Nature protects those who protect it. Now the world is moving towards Indian cultural values. Why? Because these values are timeless. Do you know? Yoga today is practiced in 160 countries. Ayurveda is itself a $1 billion company. Why? This is not culture. This is influence. This is presence. This is global respect. Once there was a young Indian techie in US. Brilliant, successful, confident. Yet he told in an interview, the reason I succeed is not because I know coding. The reason I succeed because I know karma. Indian values give the citizen the moral compass that no foreign system can replace. Last but not least, nation rise with science, but nation survive with values. Nation grow with GDP, but nation stand tall with identity. Nations can build skyscrapers in years, but they can't build character without culture. When a civilization forgets its values, its roads, its bridges, its wealth mean nothing. But when a civilization holds on to values, no force on earth can stop its rise. And India is rising. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.